Hi everyone, my name is Kazrazadeh. In this video, I'm going to explain the difference between IPC A 610 and IPC J standard 001, two of the most important standards in the electronics manufacturing industry. One, purpose of each standard. Let's start with the big picture. IPC A 610 is an acceptability standard. It tells you what a finished electronic assembly should look like. It defines what is acceptable, what is a defect, and what is a process indicator. In other words, IPCA 610 answers the question, does this assembly pass inspection? On the other hand, IPCJ standard 001 is a requirement standard. It tells you how to build the assembly. It covers materials, equipment, soldering processes, cleanliness, and operator qualifications. So J Standard 001 answers the question, how should this assembly be manufactured? 2. Scope and focus. IPCA 610 is focused on visual inspection. It's used mainly by inspectors and quality control teams. It doesn't tell you how to solder. It only tells you whether the final solder joint is acceptable. J Standard 001 is focused on the manufacturing process. It's used by process engineers, technicians, and manufacturing teams. It defines the requirements for soldering, cleaning, rework, and process control. 3. What each standard controls. A 610 controls the end product. It's all about what you can see. Solder fillets, blade protrusion, bridging, wetting, cosmetic conditions, and so on. J Standard 001 controls the process. It specifies things like solder alloy, flux type, thermal profile, cleanliness testing, and operator training. It even defines how to verify that the process is under control. 4. Examples. Here is a simple example. If you are looking at a through-hole solder joint, IPCA 610 will tell you whether the solder coverage and wetting are acceptable, but J Standard 001 will tell you how to achieve that solder joint, including the soldering method, the temperature, the flux, and the cleaning requirements. Same with SMT components. A 610 tells you whether the joint looks good. J Standard 001 tells you how to create that joint in the first place. 5. Classes of product. Both standards use the same three product classes, Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3, but they use them differently. J STD 001 defines the manufacturing requirements for each class. IPC A61 O defines the visual acceptance criteria for each class. 6. Which one has priority? If the two standards ever conflict, J Standard 001 takes priority. That's because manufacturing requirements always override visual acceptability. In fact, J Standard 001 specifically states that IPCA 610 is the visual acceptance document, unless the customer says otherwise. 7. Summary. So to summarize, IPCA 610 is the what. J Standard 001 is the how. A 610 tells you whether the assembly is acceptable. J Standard 001 tells you how to build it correctly. Together, they form the complete picture of quality and reliability in electronic assembly manufacturing. Thanks for watching.